everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Browns coming in at 3-3, going up against the Texans, who come in at 4-2. Set for the call of this Week 8 matchup, let's bring in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss loss of 11 on third down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They run the counter now on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Second down following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run the ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Normally when you put together a 3-4 defense, you want massive people up front who can eat up blockers, allow the linebackers to run free. But how about the big fella right there? Breaking all codes and getting into the backfield and making the play.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
One of the underappreciated aspects of great quarterbacks is their ability to sell fakes. And on draw plays, when they can sell the pass really hard to the defense and then hand it off, that's when that play's successful.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No big plays given up early.
2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Still on his feet. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 21, and it'll give the Browns a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looks pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
They come out here in the eye. First down and goal, the offense. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So finally, a first down run. The offensive line has got to feel a whole lot better about themselves because I think they were starting to wonder, were we ever going to solve this defense and be able to do what we like to do, which is run the football.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket toward the sideline. Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. And then down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot. Right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Browns send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the Texans scoop it.
All right, partner, it feels good to be sitting up here next to you because neither one of us is that returner. He's going to get an earful when he gets to the bench, having coughed up the football, even though they were fortunate enough to get it back.
Now a handoff looking right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Second down, 8. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. For Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's the option going right. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've got a 3rd and 11, and on the outside they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
These are not the runs that you worry about early in the game. These are runs that you're establishing now for later in the game, trying to wear a defense down and create holes that you'll exploit later.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Deep drop. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go. 190.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And the Texans scoop it. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Browns are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Texans just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's roll the highlights. 3rd down at the 49. They're going to come away with another sack here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Browns lined up at the 5. Run play coming up here, and he'll run it in from 5 yards out. That takes the lead up to 7. 3rd and long. Offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This one ends up as a loss of 11. Late in the second, to once again sack the QB. This will go as a loss of 10. So that'll do it from our EA Sports